Hey everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Now this time we can actually skip the kitchen, because the kitchen doesn't have anything useful in it. And we need to go talk to Grumpy here. Well, if it isn't the famous Mr. Layton dashing about like he knows something I don't. I was just about to head over to Babette's and inform her that its child is no longer aboard the train. Inspector, we are mere moments away from discovering Tom's location. Might I ask you to give us just a bit longer to finish our search? Still don't want to face the truth, eh, Layton? Fine. Since you're so intent on it, and seeing how Babette is napping, right now, I'll wait a little longer. But mind you, the moment she wakes up, I'm taking my findings to her. Got it? If you want to prove yourself right, bring the boy back before that. Understood. I plan to do just that, Inspector. We better find the girl with the dog as quickly as we can. And indeed we will. Somebody new to talk to. Let's talk to him. Hey, looky here. You guys have solved at least 12 puzzles. I applaud you. Heartily. Can't see how I could dislike a couple of can-do go-getters like yourselves. Let's be pals, eh? And let's talk to you again, because you have a puzzle. No, that's not the answer. Whew, this one's gonna weigh heavily on my mind, I tell ya. Now what's with you two? What can I do you for? We're looking for a young lady with a small dog. Have you seen anyone fitting that description? Yeah, I remember seeing someone like that pass by. Was headed to the back of the train, I think. Thank you very much. We'll just be on our way. Now hold it right there, Top Hat. You're kind of wearing a top hat too, man. I see how it is. Get old Grousley to answer your question, then scoot off without a word. I told you what you wanted to know, so the way I figure it, you should at least lend a fella a hand. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize you needed our help. How may we be of service? There's this puzzle that's been on my mind for ages now. Maybe you'll have better luck with it. Want to try? Number 12. Clouds and Sky. And funny thing, the 12th puzzle in the first game, I believe it was the 12th puzzle, also waited quite a while to show up. It waited a lot longer than this, but the 12th puzzle seemed to take forever to show up. It's like you missed it, but it never showed up at Granny Riddleton's. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Clouds and Sky. Worth 30 points. A man sitting next to you on the train shows you a picture he's drawn. Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you figure out how much of it is made of clouds compared to area that's made up of sky? Don't think you need to guess the answer. There's a definite method you can use to work this out. How much of the area is sky versus clouds? And boy, that looks like a really, really weird... I mean, it doesn't really look like anything you could just kind of, you know, just easily tell, does it? Well, there is a method. And here's how you do it. These little pegs along the side, they are used to divide this puzzle into 10 equal parts. And if you compare the individual parts, you will notice something kind of interesting. Take a look right here, and then right here. They're just kind of palette swaps of each other, right? So this and this match up, and if you look over here, this and this match up. So far we're 50-50. And if you look, let's go ahead and put that line there and that line there, that and that match up, so we're still 50-50. And then this one and this one match up. So we've got 8 areas that are 50-50 and 2 areas that are all sky. So, if we consider each one of these a half for each one, because it is, that means we have 4 parts here and 4 parts here, 4 parts sky, 4 parts clouds, and 2 more parts sky. So that means 6 sky and 4 cloud. There we go.
This should do the trick. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
And it should show you the exact same thing I just did. Yep. Once you figure out you can divide it up into 10 pieces like that, it kind of comes together really nicely. Ah, so that's how you do it. You got quite a head on your shoulders, don't you? Now, it's that girl you were asking about. She's probably on the observation deck behind me. And we now got a glass part. Use it to rebuild the camera. Part 3 of 10. Now we need to go talk with the girl on the observation deck. And to absolutely no one's surprise, well, this is the only thing we can really do here.
Excuse me.
Whoa! Hey, it's you!
Yes, I had the sneaking suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
Flora, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry. It's just... Well, you see, I just didn't want to be all alone again.
Professor?
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
That's why you'll have to be extra careful. All right?
Yep.
And to no one's surprise, Flora's the one that's been kind of following us around the train this whole time. Yeah, I know. Shocked. Whatever. Oh, he's the dog we saw earlier. Quick, grab him. Yep. Well, I'll be. Tom wasn't a boy after all. Oh, right you are, Luke. Now let's get him back to his owner. Oh, I suppose I'll just be going now. Don't be ridiculous. Come along now. Flora is now traveling with you. The top screen shows who's walking with you. The professor, Luke, and Flora decide to bring Tom back to his owner, or her owner, as Luke just pointed out, Babette. And if you look here, now we've got Layton, Luke, Flora, and Tom. So let's head that way, shall we? And we need to go all the way down. Yep, we need to go right in here, don't we? Oh, thank heavens you're alright, my sweet little Tommy boy. I've missed you so. Yep. This is Tom? We were under the impression that we were searching for a boy, not a mutt with a fancy haircut. How dare you compare my darling Tommykins to some common street mongrel? Lost dogs are no matter for Scotland Yard. The next time he goes missing, find him yourself. Blimey, some folks haven't got an ounce of sense. Come on, Barton, we've got real cases to solve. You got it, Inspector. Don't you walk away from me. I'm not done talking about your atrocious manners. Go get him. He deserves a good verbal lashing. Well, enough of that. Welcome back, sweetie. Where did my little Tommykins run off to today? He's such a darling, I feared someone might have kidnapped him and been holding him for ransom. Perhaps we should keep Flora's involvement in Tom's disappearance under wraps. Good idea, my boy. Yeep. I do believe a reward is in order. Here, I know it's quite generous, but I insist. And we got a new hamster toy, a pet house. Once again, we don't have nearly enough toys to get, very far. Once we get a couple more, I will start organizing that little hamster place, but not yet. I hear we'll be making a stop in a quaint village by the name of Dropstone. How much longer till we get there, Professor? I'm not entirely sure, but waiting here won't make the time pass faster. Let's rest while we wait. And, almost as quickly as we got it, the mystery of Tom is now solved. It turns out that Tom isn't a child, as was thought originally, but rather Babette's pet dog. It would seem that Babette's affection for Tom is so deep that she considers him to be much more than just a pet. So now we decide to return to our quarters, for the time being. Say, Flora, where have you been hiding all this time? Well, until I found that little dog, I'd just been relaxing in my room. Really? You got your own room? Sure do. It's the middle one in the third car. Wow, you do know that's the room right next to ours, don't you? You were just a wall away from us, and I never so much as suspected you were there. It would seem that my powers of observation are a bit rusty. Eek! My word, why has this train stopped? What's going on? Samuel, you dolt, what did you do this time? Hey, boss man, chill out. There's a downed train, just sitting on the track. Until we can move that thing out of the way, we're not going anywhere, man. Then get your rear in gear and move it now. I won't have your laziness tarnishing the momentary brand. But I'm just the MC. Shouldn't we get someone a little more gear-headed to handle this? Besides, train cars are heavy, man. How am I supposed to move it? I will not hear excuses, especially from a layabout conductor who barely earns his keep. I don't care how you do it, just get it done. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Just turn it down a notch, Unco. Unco? I might be your uncle, but I'm also president of this railway, and I demand you address me as such. Okay, alright, sure. Just whatever you say, Mr. President. So, now we are just kind of waiting on a, down train, which means we have a new scene, which means new hint coins. So, let's see. Oh, where is it? There's one. And I think we got two. Yeah, we do have two more, don't we? Yep. Number 2. Yep, there we go. And we can talk to you, but it's kind of useless. Pah, I'm too nice to that indolent, scruffy nephew of mine. All the louse does is complain. Oh, not much else we can do, but we can walk to the left. What seems to be the problem here? Oh, sorry, Mr. Passenger. See, there's this giganto freight train parked on the track, and it's blocking our way. Clearing the track is going to take some time, so just, sit back with something fizzy and wait. I see. Can I lend you a hand? For real? Oh, yeah, that'd be way helpful. You think you can find a way to move the train blocking the track so we can, get a move on? Step aside now. We're not going anywhere till that train moves off the track. No, we can talk to you. Until we get this car out of the way, the Momentary Express isn't going anywhere. Number 26, Train Swap. 25 points. Swap the positions of the two cars along the track. Move the cars one at a time, and make sure that the numbers by the side of the track match the numbers on each car. So in short, we want to get... Okay, we have these 4 cars here, and these 3 cars here. We want to get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3 in their right spots. So let's do this. Move you up here. Move you slightly out of the way. There we go. That works. And we need to move this out of the way. Move this over here. Then we can move most of these out of the way. The number 3 can go right there. The number 4 can fit right there. Move you out of the way. Move number 4 into this little peg right here. And it all comes together very easily. Come on. Get down there. Thank you.
Consider this puzzle solved. And there we have it.
Now hurry back to the train. It's behind schedule as is. Hopefully, we should be able to continue our journey now. Yep, I reckon we're good here. Give me just a sec and we'll be up and running again. We're finally moving again. It shouldn't be too much longer before we drive in Dropstone. I wonder if we'll find any useful information there. I hope so. And we now got the next camera part. But we're still not quite done. And no puzzles sent to the shack. And thus begins Chapter 2. But that will be for next time. So until then, take care, folks. See you later.